Hello and welcome back to Live Read. Joining me on the sofas today are Jane Costello and Executive Editor of Trinity Mirror Publishing, Ken Rogers. We've been talking to Jane about what it is to be an author and how you get that book into print, and Ken's going to give us a behind-the-scenes look at the publishing world. Ken, doesn't everyone have a book in them at some point in their lives?
I think everybody thinks they have. And I think that's a great thing. I don't know if it's because it's this kind of romantic thing that you want to leave something behind. When you write a book, it's a wonderful thing, it's there forever. But there are hundreds and thousands of people out there who think they're potential authors, and clearly they're not all potential authors, but many of them have got a chance.
Now, you specialise in writing or publishing books about Merseyside heritage and history, but also you sort of spin-offs in the music world and social histories of Merseyside. What would you say would be the first step to someone who thinks they can write something in that sort of factual niche that we've got?
I think there are two types of publishing. There's vanity publishing, where you do it and you're not interested in making a profit, and then there's the kind of publishing where you really want to do something that's worthwhile. And we're not in the former, we're in the latter. We're in the business of making profit for ourselves and for our writers. And so if you're a writer, you need to know your subject matter tremendously well. You need to understand the marketplace that you're aiming at, your potential readers. And I think if you understand that, that's the very first starting point for you.
Now, how do you go about doing that? I mean, how do you know you've got a book that can sell, that can make yourselves profit and also profit for the author?
Well, I think you need to run it by somebody like us, actually. I think often people have a personal story in themselves, which is sometimes a little bit too personal for a broad-ranging audience. Is something that you think is fantastic. It may be about your father. Your father might be a Spitfire pilot. It's a good example. And you think there's a fantastic story there. But the needs, you need to look at it. You need to do all your research, and you need to come to the publisher having done that research, rather than just coming in on the day, hoping to busk it, thinking you've got a great idea, and thinking you're going to get away with that. You won't.
Is it a lot like a job interview then? You sort of have to sort of buff up beforehand and give sort of a polished pitch to the...
Yeah, it's exactly like a job interview, because if you go for any job interview these days and you think you're going to busk your way through it, well, you're not. You're going to get asked some tricky questions. You're going to get found out. And so, you do need to do your homework. You need to come in with a proper synopsis. You need to know where the book's starting, where it's finishing. You need to know who your market is, and you need to know if there are any little spin-off things as well. That might catch your interest. Is there a specific a date or anniversary that links with something you're doing, particularly in the world of heritage? So many things to think about. Do it properly. Go in and do a correct presentation to your publisher.
I know it's a publisher's dream for someone to come in with that sort of completed manuscript, something that you